Moments with God, a time of reflection for every day.
February 2nd. A cry for help. And a vision appeared to Paul in the night. There stood a man of Macedonia, and prayed him, saying, Come over into Macedonia, and help us. Acts 16-9.
Even though we may not notice it because we are busy with other things, there is a cry for help and deliverance in the world. A few days ago we heard the lament of some neighbors when the children were screaming because of the mistreatment of their drunk father, and the helpless wife, not knowing what to do or where to go. Another scene was of some children crying for food, and their parents had left them alone to go and get them bread somehow. Each one of us can witness so many sufferings that we see every day, when there is no money and the head hurts without knowing what to do, or when the food is not pleasant and the taste is not felt because there is simply no other option. We have already seen a young woman take so many pills for depression, and then she had to be taken to the hospital to treat her poisoning. So many things happen that tell us that the cry for help is everywhere. The flames of sin are burning up its victims, and the rescuing hand is too small to meet their needs. Christians have hope in their hands, salvation as an insurance of protection, the message of the gospel to be shared. But very few are enlisting to save those who are perishing in sin. Many are approaching the day of God doing nothing, refusing responsibility, and as a result are spiritual dwarfs. As far as God's work is concerned, the pages of their life history present a painful record. They are trees in God's garden, but they are only a nuisance in the ground, and they darken with their unproductive tops the ground which fruitful trees might have occupied. Like the blind leading the blind, both needing help, many Christians do not take advantage of the rescue that was made for them. They continue to be soiled in sin, and the great final crisis is coming fast. Why don't we rise up to bring the last message of mercy? How much longer do we think God's time of grace will last? There are cries for help everywhere. God's salvation needs to be heard and accepted by millions of people, and yet those of us who know the message are also in need of help. Either because we are unbelievers, or because we are lazy, we have not learned to live the experience of salvation. Or perhaps because we love the carnality of the world, we do not bring the rescue of salvation to those who are perishing. The angels of heaven have long awaited the collaboration of human agents of the members of the church in the great work that must be done. They are waiting for you. Do not wait for the latter rain to begin preparing your soul, because that will not happen if you do not prepare yourself first. Help is the cry of the desperate world, although they do not realize that their only help comes from the mountains, from the Lord of hosts. But you who know the rescue of God, are you going to keep quiet when you see others perish? You who believe in salvation, will you not teach others to go to Jesus? You who preach that the Lord is coming soon, will you not help others prepare for the day of the Lord? Help is the desperate cry, and we have to offer them the salvation of God, the way God reached us. Amen.
Thank you for listening to this audio. We invite you to share with your contacts and visit the website BibleWell.com.